Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer. Yeah, done it again. Just like the last season, we got one of the best episodes in the series as the grand finale, and despite the entertainment district being its own beast with that final stretch against Gyutaro, I think we can all agree that this final episode in the Swordsmith arc is so much more important and just overall better, at least for me, because of that giant plot twist they dropped at the end, which is going to carry a lot of weight and drastically change how the story develops from here. Spoiler warning for the people that ain't seen the latest season yet. I don't know how you ain't watched this yet, but go watch it right now and come back to this video after you're done. So I'm just a couple days late when recording this, and the current season is now over, which honestly felt mad quick. I don't know if that was just me. That may just be because we got 2 long episodes with the finale, of course, and the introduction. And talking about the introduction, I thought they were going to include the Upper Moon meeting in the last season as a cliffhanger of sorts, but in retrospect the choice they made was definitely the better one, as we just seamlessly transitioned into the actual arc after it was all said and done. Akaza had his little clash with Doma, then we see the best designed character in the series, Kokushiba, make his intro, and you can just see the type of presence bro has. And without getting into his character and what he does, just know that you won't be disappointed with him at all. He's my favorite demon in the manga, and it ain't even close really. But after the meeting, we get into the meat of the arc with Tanjiro fighting one of the coolest yet annoying as hell demon Upper Moon 4, and Muichiro fighting probably the evilest demon we've seen so far, I'm not gonna lie. He might be up there or even higher than Muzan for that move that he pulled with the swordsmiths all condensed together. That was genuinely just messed up, but he got what came to him, albeit it took a damn long time as bro was stuck in that water sphere for a good 5 weeks. But of course he got out and had a change in character from his interaction with Tanjiro, and of course the backstory we got to see. And he then proceeded to completely wipe the floor with the demon, showing his true potential and swiftly taking him down with the mist breathing. It was such a brutal fight, and not even because of his strength. Muichiro was just cooking him with every line he dropped. I almost felt bad for bro, and that's wild because he's one of the evilest demons we've seen so far. But Muichiro was cool. His breathing style was one of the nicest looking ones, and I had an appreciation for it even before it got animated. The way he uses it is just too clean, and you can see why he became a Hashira in just 2 months, or however ridiculously short it was. He's another prodigy character that I really like, and I'm excited to see him in the next arc where Demon Slayer actually peaks again. This arc was pretty much all action with a hint of certain characters' backstories, and after this we see the epic clash and climax of Tanjiro and the others fight. There's not much I can say about the demon they were fighting until pretty much the second half of this season where he summons Zohakuten. I'm definitely not pronouncing that correctly, but you guys know who I'm talking about. And his design is the second best out of all the demons. It's so damn cool, and the drums that he has to control the dragons was dope as well. He completely bodied Tanjiro and the others until Mitsuri came and saved them, but even then she could have died and lost the fight if not for the fact that the main host got killed by Tanjiro. The toughest demon ever. Bro would not perish, and it took multiple sacrifices and a lot of characters close to death in order to kill him, but they got the job done at the end. And this fight, although it was quite slow for the most part, had some cool moments like Tanjiro using thunder breathing and then sun breathing back to back, and of course the final stretch which forced Tanjiro to make a decision that led to a complete change in direction for the story. Even though this season didn't have insane Sakuga like the last, Ufotable's directing was just incredible, man, and the way this part was handled was a really big surprise for not only me but I'm sure the other manga readers who's watched as well. It elevated the manga so damn much that even though I knew what was going to happen and that Nezuko was going to survive, it still felt as if the opposite was going to take place, and it's insane how they managed to present it in that way. The soundtrack, Tanjiro's final blow that took this insanely jarring demon out for good, and of course the aftermath was all perfect. A really good plot twist that changes Demon Slayer forever and is the beginning of, in my opinion, the best arc in the series, which at this point I can't wait to get released. There was a lot of decent moments in this arc and quite a few elements to enjoy. Nezuko's return was by far the best moment in this season because of that execution, but you also got Muichiro's fight, Mitsuri's rescue, Genya pulling out a shotgun and becoming a demon to have an impact on the fight. A lot of gas moments in this arc, and to be honest, I wasn't really fond of this arc when I first read it, but the anime made me find a new appreciation for it. So overall, I'd say it's a pretty decent season, just shy of the entertainment arc because I feel like the pacing was a bit better there. This arc had some issues with that, but it did in fact pick up during the last couple episodes. Ufotable, Ufotable, however you say it, they snapped just like always, and aside aside from the visuals, which is always nice in Demon Slayer, the sound design in this season was especially good, and it only seems to be getting better, so I'm excited to see how the final arc is going to be adapted. I know I've said this before, but trust me, this next arc is about to hit, depending on how long they adapt the Hashira's training, which I know got announced a couple days back. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts so far, fresh after watching the latest season. I'm gonna miss the week-to-week episodes, but soon we are getting JJK and Bleach, so I'm sure they can fill that empty void for a while. If you enjoyed this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and any other anime or manga I feel like covering. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.